Hey, this is Dr. Stan Harris, known as Dr. Breakthrough, reading from a chapter in my book, Your Breakthrough is Guaranteed 7 Simple Steps to Your Success. Chapter 4 is titled Focus, my acronym for focus, firmly on course until successful. How many times is a building constructed? Actually, 3 times. See, first it's constructed in the mind, then on paper, and then it's manifested where everybody else can see. See, the man or woman who desires to build, it was constructed first in their mind. The second time it was constructed on paper, as I mentioned, in blueprints. And the third time was when it was manifested where the world could see. The same is true with your life. The same is true with having a breakthrough. You can visualize yourself breaking through, but not just breaking through, you have to visualize breaking to the success you desire and deserve. The more we focus on breaking through barriers and hindrances, the stronger they seem to become. However, if the title would have become Your Breakthrough is Guaranteed, now we get people to focus on what they want in life and how they can get through my 7-step system. Here's a quote that will be featured in my next book. You have to visualize vividly and verbalize voraciously so you can soon actualize automatically. In other words, what you visualize and what you verbalize, you will eventually actualize. I understand that some people say that affirmations do not work, but those are affirmations said without passion. When you're passionate about it and you visualize it, and then verbalize it, you'll actualize it. When I say visualize vividly, I mean to the point where you can almost see it, almost hear it. You can almost reach out and touch or taste it. Close your eyes for a minute and imagine a tall glass of lemonade on a hot day in July or August. Can you see it? I remember hearing a recording of a good friend of mine, Jim Rohn. He and I had spoken many times together. Jim Rohn and my mentor, Bill Bailey, and I were speaking in Montana, and I overheard them talking about the good old days. Jim talked about the fact that he was in his imaginary house, and he said he described it so well to his friend that his friend bumped his elbow on his imaginary fireplace. He said the day came when that imaginary house was a real house. My breakthrough friend, just learn to focus on what you want because you only waste your time when you think about what you don't want. The powerful book and documentary called The Secret, I like to say it's not a secret, it's a scripture. Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The whole film is based solely upon the fact that powerful people have understood and practiced this principle. Focus on your goals, not your daily life. My friend Artemis Limpert wanted to get in shape. She had a friend who sent her a picture of a shapely woman that resembled her, and so Artemis placed a picture of her face over the model's face, and in essence, it was a picture of how she wanted to look. It was not long until she started working out, and she got to the place where her body actually mirrored the body of the model. I actually saw both pictures, and it's hard to tell them apart. So please understand things like this can happen for you as well. So again, I shall never forget years ago when I started a business and made almost $30,000 in my first month. 5 months later, I earned over $100,000 for the month. But up to that point, I'd never made that much money in a whole year, let alone a single month. What you really need to know, I'd never shared this story before with anyone, is that I was homeless when I started my business. I'd never even been close to hard times like this previously. Actually, I was staying with a friend through a business deal gone bad. I also had lost my brand new car, even my cell phone. Was about to give up on my dignity. Someone actually paid my way into that opportunity. You can learn to focus on what you want and then give attention to that. What you think about the longest becomes the strongest. And what you talk about the longest becomes the strongest. When you focus on becomes what you will become. Focus firmly on course until successful.